Now, traveling around Imphal, you find many women who've been widowed in troubled Manipur. They're called gun widows because they've either lost their husbands to security forces or to militant attacks. Now, data suggests that at least 300 of such women were widowed last year. And of course, these are voices that you never really hear. But my colleague, Alok Pandey, spoke to one of these widows to find out what are their issues just ahead of the elections.
In Manipur, over the last few years, life has increasingly become more and more about guns, whether it is the Armed Forces Special Powers Act, whether it is underground outfits that have carried out a state of virtual lawlessness across the state, or whether it is the story of gun widows, women who've lost their husbands to the bullet, either from underground militant outfits or from the police in Manipur. I have one such person here with me, Renu. Her husband was shot by Imphal police commandos here, somewhere on this road a few years ago. Elections are just coming up on the 28th. Do you think that the politicians in your state, ma'am, have done enough to reduce the overall dominance of guns in this entire state?
In this case, I would like to say is that we are the widows of gun and the consequence of Armed Forces Peace and Power Act, as my husband was also killed in fight encounter.
Have your state's politicians done anything to improve the situation?
Even now, they can't do, in my opinion, they can't do nothing.
Nothing. So there you have it. For people like Renu and many others like her, the expectation from politicians will be that something is done perhaps about reducing the influence of guns, of militancy, of this overbearing presence of the military, the militancy, police in society in Imphal. That's something that the gun widows of Imphal and Manipur will hope for from the assembly elections. Voting is on the 28th.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.